if the temperature is even that high. It just feels like it's...
Here we are. Just talking about the temperature for some reason. I already know it's hot as fuck.
You're the one who said it first.
Whatever. I'm trying to do an interview here. Talking about the weather. So it's the 4th of July. And we're going to rain. And I have your chair. I have mine. I have 50 cameras. To see how it perform, but it really doesn't matter. It's my race camera. Bringing along a film camera. I got my film back from Rapa Nui, Easter Island, and there was a hair somewhere in there, unless it was on their end, because it's strange. I have hair going through all the black and white film, and I don't have one on the color film. The color film was fogged. I don't know if they did that or I did it. Basically, it's a piece of shit, and I paid $30 to have it developed. So I'm going to be very selective with this next roll of film. I'm going to do one shot on the film camera. Polarizer on it with a 50mm, hopefully. If it's not wide enough, I'll switch to the 24 2.8, but I have a 50mm old pancake Nikon lens 1.8. Of course, manual focus is probably about close to 40 years old. Still sharp as hell, and I will try to use that as well, using the bulb setting, and I'll put the polarizer on it to slow down the exposure, because I want the explosions to be overlapped. And I'm gonna bring the infrared camera as well. Give that one a go. I got the 17-35 with the new CPL circular polarizer by Nisi, and we're going to test that out. It's a Pro Nano, so we're going to see if technology is caught up. And that being the case, I might get rid of my old 77mm Nikon filter, which is extremely thick. I say that, but I probably won't, because no one will buy it. And I know I'm talking fast. It's because I drink coffee, and I will keep talking fast, because it seems like that's the whole goal of YouTube anymore, is to get as much information as possible in a short amount of time as possible, because we're so busy as human slaves that we barely have time to even take a shit, to even look at our own shit after we take it. Flush it, get back to work. That's it. So I'm saying it very fast. I'm going to experiment with this. I have a Heliopan 72mm from my old 80 to 200 that I got rid of. 70 to 200 FL EDVR, which is the newest technology. It's lighter, smaller, and it has the nano crystal in it. It's
of content creators actually take smart drugs, or like, what do they call those, nootropics, and that's why they're always zooming. It's like basically being hopped up on Adderall all the time, but kind of different.
Get it? I don't have that luxury. I have coffee, but it messes my stomach up, so I don't drink it very much. But I had some coffee today. Most of my energy has gone into organizing, because to me it's not just the 4th of July, it is a photo shoot. Most things that I do in life I have to be overly prepared for, and my OCD takes over, and I gotta have everything just right. I am the packer of all journeys, am I not?
Correct.
It's kind of freaky sometimes. You should make like a little, you should have a GoPro in each room and just watch the maniac. And I always forget something and blah, 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 blah. One thing I don't like about this GoPro, and I just don't have the patience, time, capacity, is to change the ISO on it when it gets darker. So it's set at ISO 800. This is an old Hero 4 Silver, and it's set at 800, and I'm not going to be sitting there reaching over and trying to fix it as the light diminishes. And it doesn't really matter the content of what you're looking at visually. Like, I mean, who wants to look at me? You might want to look at her. I'm not really anything to gawk at. The content, though, is verbal mostly, and it makes looking pretty nice. I get some reflection off the fireworks. So what we're going into, we have no idea. That's why I had to over-prepare, and we're going to try to go off-road. We got a couple chairs, we got my flag in the back.